Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net. It's Monday the 22nd of April. Thanks again for watching, and as always a reminder that the sites get free of charge by the adverts that you're seeing around the screen here. When you come back to the sites, when you use the charts, when you use the adverts, it's that generates the revenue that enables us to keep the site free of charge. Now, a bit of a contrast last week in temperatures to what we've been seeing recently. These are the temperature anomalies across Europe for the week ending on Saturday. This is from the CPC Monitoring Centre in the States, and you can see how much warmer than normal central parts of Europe were during last week. These are temperatures of 7 to 9 degrees Celsius above normal. In fact, across much of Europe, temperatures were around 1 to 3 degrees Celsius above for most areas, and across the UK here, look, the eastern parts of the UK was 3 to 5 degrees Celsius above normal for the time of year. What a relief compared to what we've had. Long may it continue. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be quite that warm, although we are going to see up and down temperatures during the course of the week ahead. As for rainfall last week, this is how things look. The brown colour showing us where the least of the rainfall was. You can see across much of England and also the east of Wales, down into much of northern parts of Europe and southern parts of Europe too. Very little rainfall, 0 to 10 millimetres generally. A bit wetter around the alpine regions here, and also wetter, you'll notice too, across the western parts of Scotland and also across the western parts of Norway. But for many, it was quite a dry week. So what about the next couple of weeks? Well, this is how the GFS Ensemble model sees things. You notice here this big rise in temperatures, look, during the course of this week, taking us up to almost 21 degrees in London. It won't be quite that warm further north, but then this sharp fall off in temperatures, look, as we head into this weekend, before a slow recovery as we head into the early part of May. And that's been a pretty consistent theme during the last week or so, as you'll know if you've been watching the videos. Also notice the rainfall, which is the green bars to the bottom of the chart here. Notice how it stays dry here, look, for the next few days, but then we start to see this rainfall kicking in and heading into cooler, more unsettled conditions, and bits and pieces of rainfall as well into the beginning part of next week, before drying up a little bit towards the end of the forecast period here into the early part of May. So that's the overall trend that the ensemble is giving. Now, it was a dry week last week across Europe, and it actually looks, excuse me, as if it is going to be a fairly dry week across much of the British Isles during the week ahead. This is the chart ending at 6 o'clock on the 29th, so this is 6 o'clock next Monday morning. And notice how little rainfall there is again. Look, eastern Scotland, much of eastern England, down through Wales, southern parts of England, southern parts of Ireland. Here, typical figures between about 10 and 15 millimetres of rainfall. Very little here, look, you'll notice on the south coast. However, where the jet stream is more active up here towards the north and the west, we got more rainfall, not drastic amounts. We're looking at between about 20 and 40 millimetres typically, although we could see more over the hills. But still, it's a relatively dry week. So to put some detail on it then, this is the chart for today. Got an occluded front just edging its way slowly eastwards. Pretty breezy across the north too. This front weakening as it heads eastwards. Into Tuesday, this is when we start to see things warming up. High pressure building in towards the south. Look, this warm front that's out towards the west is going to have quite a bit of low cloud and drizzle associated with it across many parts of southern Ireland, also perhaps western Wales up through the western parts of Scotland too. But for many, the day will be dry. Could be quite a cloudy one to start the day across southern parts of England here, but I think the sun will be breaking through. Winds generally light in the south, stronger further north. And as I said, start to get warm. Where the sun breaks through, we could be looking at 20 degrees Celsius, although much cooler look further north, where we're seeing temperatures of just 9 degrees Celsius. Into Wednesday, weak front again is lying across Ireland, across northern parts of Wales and across the northern parts of England, bringing some clouds and some patchy rain here. I think some showers moving into western Scotland, but again it's going to be much of central and southern England that sees the best of the conditions. Cloud perhaps in the morning, but that breaking quickly, the sun coming through and a dry day here. Just light winds once again, although not as light as there will be on Tuesday. Westerlies probably around about 12 to 15 miles an hour in the south, around 15 to 20 miles an hour in northern Scotland. Temperatures for Wednesday, well, look at that, 21 degrees, yep, 21 degrees Celsius, and perhaps a little bit higher where the sun comes through across southeastern areas, but still cool towards the north, look, just 9 degrees Celsius there. And it's going to be that dividing line of that front where it's colder to the north and we've got the warmer air down towards the south. On to Thursday, the front is still there, marking the boundary between the warm stuff to the south, the colder stuff up here towards the north. Just light winds though, although there could be quite a bit of rain, I think, across Central Ireland, across northwestern parts of England, the Isle of Man during Thursday. Dry to the south though, sunny spells coming through again, 1 or 2 showers for the north, but as I said, light winds just southerlies at about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Now temperatures again up to 21 degrees Celsius and the sunshine in the south. Would we rule out a 22? Well, perhaps not, perhaps even a little bit higher. But look at that sharp contrast north to south. It's only going to be 9 degrees Celsius through Scotland, perhaps a little bit colder. And then heading into Friday, well, all change. Look, the front clears its way eastwards, takes some outbreaks of rain with it across England and Wales. Not much, though, but then we see this northerly wind. And, of course, we've just seen how cold conditions are further north, so that cold air drains south. These troughs indicating that it will be quite a showery air mass as well, so a mix of sunshine and showers, most of them always on windward-facing slopes and hills. A shock to the system with temperatures though, just look at that. Yeah, we may just hold on to a 16 in the very far southeast, but generally for most of us, we've got temperatures between 8 and 10 degrees Celsius. And just look how cold these eastern coasts have become. Just 7 degrees Celsius there with the winds blowing in off the sea. And then heading into the weekend, well, Saturday sees a ridge of high pressure building in. Again, 1 or 2 residual showers to the south, but for many with that ridge building in, it should be a fair day with sunny spells. The front coming into northern and western Scotland may produce some spots of rain later on. Not quite so chilly as Friday, but still a pretty nippy day. So plenty of weather ahead this week, and I guess it's exactly how spring should be really, isn't it, with those sort of conditions. But it does look as if the main feature really is going to be these up and down temperatures. Not much rainfall around, as I said at the beginning, but we look forward to a few warm days in the south over the next few days before turning much colder at the end of the week and into the early part of the weekend. Once again, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. Don't forget, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here. By you coming back and using the site, it enables us to keep recording the videos and keep the site free of charge. So once again, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.